welcome to the Nook Talks podcast here at SBC Malta. I'm here joined by Dr. Terrence Cassar from GTG. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and what do you do?
So thank you, Jeremy. I'm a partner at GTG. I'm a lawyer who specializes in gambling and technology-related legislation. And well, really enjoy that is pretty much my focus areas, right? The commercial areas related there too.
Fantastic. So you are a lawyer practicing in the iGaming field.
Correct.
So I suppose you must be really always on the forefront of knowledge of all the latest legislations. Now, are you specifically geared towards Maltese legislation, MGA legislation, or do you handle other types of legislation?
So, look, in gaming, I'm pretty much, very much, international. In the sense, I focus on gambling law across the globe. That said, obviously, my primary focus is Malta being Maltese. However, I am very much involved in, cross-border transactions, litigation, as well as licensing.
That's great to hear. So if anybody is looking for a particular license and needs some assistance, Dr. Terrence here can certainly provide you with whatever you need. So in addition to licensing, what are the typical areas that you get into besides simply providing a license at GTG? What else do you do?
So we handle a lot of very large transactions involving the acquisition or merger of gambling companies, both B2C and B2B. We also are very much involved in advising on big strategy matters, on litigation, especially player claims. We're a full spectrum service provider insofar as legal services are involved in the gambling sphere.
Fantastic. Now, I have no legal knowledge whatsoever, but I know that there was some controversy about a year or two ago when a local politician enacted a law which sort of protected companies that were based in Malta or licensed in Malta from claims in other jurisdictions. I believe in Germany or Austria, if I remember correctly. I'm getting a bit old now. How is that working out, and have there been repercussions from this?
So, first of all, you're totally correct in noting that such legislation was enacted. It's the Article 56A of the Gaming Act, also known as Bill 55. The point of the legislation is to prevent the enforcement in Malta of judgments that essentially go against Malta's public policy. Now, it derived from the phenomenon that we saw in recent years, where there was a rise in player claims, primarily driven by Austria and Germany. Look, as we stand today, we have several local court judgments recognizing the validity of Article 56A. We have also several EU-level judgments, which, although none of them are directly on the validity of Article 56A, there are many which are, relevant, and the direction, at least at present, is very much that the EU doesn't like it.
So we are safe for the time being.
Yes.
On another matter, I don't know, do you follow the UK gambling legislation much?
I very much do.
So everybody seems to be shocked at this latest 40% gaming tax on casino wagering in the UK. And I had a very interesting conversation with somebody from the affiliate spectrum yesterday, who lives in the UK and does a lot of business in the UK. And her biggest fear was that with so much regulation and so much taxation, that people will inevitably go to places where they shouldn't be going, where they are not as well protected. What is your overall, perhaps non-legal opinion about this kind of thing?
So I actually subscribe to that opinion. Look, I think that legislation in any domain, but especially in the taxation domain, needs to be, crafted in a way where actually paying tax and being fully regulated is in favor of the operator.
That's it.
People actually want to be, white. They want to be able to do business in peace. Now, if a legislation is, the bottom line, is unfortunately not workable from a business point of view, inevitably that will lead to a rise of unlawful activity.
Totally, that's it. I just said I didn't want to say unlawful activity. I just said places where they shouldn't go, which is unfortunately what's happened there. And my suspicion is in Germany as well. The same thing has happened, and many such jurisdictions.
Oh, fully
So,
correct. I mean, you see
if there are legislators out there or people who advise legislators, please take a moment to think about a balance between the needs of the operators as well as the needs of the players. So with that, I'd like to thank Dr. Terrence for participating in our little interview today. So if anybody needs to get in touch with you to get some legal advice, to get a license, to maybe they need a big transaction because they want to buy me a house or something, or buy me a casino or a company, how would they get in touch with you?
So ideally, they would reach out on email. It's tcassar@gtg.com.mt, and we'll take it from there.
Fantastic. And of course, if you need to get in touch with him, just message me on LinkedIn or any of the socials, and I'll gladly refer you. Thank you very much. It was a great meeting, and I wish you a very successful rest of the conference. And have a good day.